How's it going? Mike Hallmark from Hellwig Suspension Products. We're gonna do an install today on a 2008 Chevy 3500 with a face you might recognize.
What's up guys? Blake Wilkey, San Diego Shredder, aka the Spicoli of off-road. I'm pretty excited to test this product out. Mike hit me up and said this will change your ride. Normally we're towing 20,000 pounds across the country and back religiously. So if this sway bar does what he says it'll do, I'm gonna be pretty stoked, and I'm gonna give you my honest feedback. Sorry about it.
Whether I'm blowing smoke or not, he's gonna let everybody know. So we're gonna do this right here in his home garage, just as you would if you're doing at your home in your garage. Minimal tools are required. We're gonna do it with hand tools. Might get out an impact. Other than that, we're just gonna do it dirty style in the garage as anybody can do it.
Check it out.
Prior to installing the debushings on the sway bar, we want to make sure we use our silicone grease and lube it the necessary amount to make sure that we have quiet operation. All right, we've got the rear sway bar on and buttoned up. Now we're moving on to the front.
I was actually surprised how easy that rear sway bar went on. Fit and finish was dialed.
Yeah, considering there's a lot of components that have to get added to it because it doesn't come with the factory sway bar, rear sway bar whatsoever. So you do have to bolt on the extra hardware to actually mount it. So
that's surprising. I mean, with it being the 3500 dually, you would think that it would come with a rear sway bar stock. I'm really excited to see what this front sway bar does. Again, when I'm towing over 20,000 pounds with the weight of the truck, you know, 30,000 pounds deep. When you're coming down a hill and into like a corner, you feel that front outside tire load. So what are the advantages that this front sway bar is gonna offer?
It's a 4140 forged chromoly steel material. So it's a better material than the factory sway bar itself. It's also solid. So it's a stiffer bar than the factory bar, and what that's going to do is drastically reduce the amount of body roll, or in all honesty, the mechanical advantage that the mass of your engine has over the sway bar. So it'll just limit that body roll, help more evenly distribute the weight from that outer wheel, put it back on the inner wheel, and then that's what the rear sway bar is doing. So all four corners will be balanced as you go into a turn.
That's awesome. I'm really excited. I think, you know, both of these, a lot of people might be curious as to how the ride when there is no weight on it is gonna be. So I'm looking forward, because it's not just a tow pig, it's a daily driver too for me. So again, I'm gonna give you my honest feedback.
Please do.
If this thing's, let's see how easy the front is compared to the rear.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. I think we're using the maximum capacity of this jack. Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Factory bar?
Factory bar.
Tubular, solid bar.
Tubular.
Or, not solid bar.
Dude, that's double the weight. Yeah, double the weight.
For those of you at home that don't have a calibrated eye and can't see through the metal, this is a factory tubular bar. This is a Hellwig solid 4140 forged chromoly steel bar. So the main difference in the spring rate is strictly construction diameter and the fact that it's solid.
And material.
Yes.
Yeah. Race cars.
Race car.
Let's go, let's throw this thing in, dude. Down. I can tell you this much, I can feel a difference just driving out of my driveway. Oh, let's see this curve. Let's see what the curve feels like. Okay, okay. I can definitely feel it in the rear, especially since there was no sway bar in the rear. Boom. So I say we go hit some twisty, windy roads.
Yeah, mountain roads. Go hit some crazy on-ramps.
All right. Oh, it feels way more planted. I could tell. Like before you get all that body roll, this thing stays level. Oh, I mean, it went from feeling like a 10,000 pound truck. Sorry, you guys.
I'm 100% fine with it. I like the look on your face.
It went from feeling like a 10,000 pound truck to like a mid-sized truck, but better. Definitely has some rigidity. I'm curious to see what it would do with 20,000 pounds behind it. I don't know if that's gonna happen today. And I let all the pressure out of my airbags too.
Yeah, we dropped you back down to 10 psi because you don't.
Which is basically just a very light pressure in the bag. That you ain't gonna feel 10 psi.
No.
You know what this is gonna do? It's gonna give me more of these. Give me more of these, dude.
We're not looking for more of those. I'm looking for more of what's between your chin and your nose. That's it. Just more smiles. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, these are some pretty twisties. It feels so much more rigid. Like before, you would kind of like roll into your seat a little bit. Now it wants to like sling you out of your seat because it's like so planted. Like, which is cool. I like it.
And we're on the loosest setting for the rear sway bar.
Yeah.
So you can actually move that in to tighten it up.
Stiffen it up.
To get the oversteer you're looking for, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm surprised, like, you know, I was aware, but I wasn't aware, obviously, like, now after driving with it, it's something that is so reasonably priced with making such a drastic difference. Like, it's a no-brainer, man.
It's a tough sell for truck owners and off-road people because they're under the guise or the impression that sway bars are bad, they limit articulation, take them off, throw them away. Depends on how the sway bar is designed and built. Also, most people drive 80% of their time on highway, 20% off highway.
Oh.
Why are you sacrificing 80% for 20%?
Probably less than that. And, you know?
So, no, it's a huge difference. It's I tell people it's night and day, but I work for Hellwig.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I reach out to people like you to say, hey, you know, you understand how a car feels, how it tows, and you tell me straight up if it worked or it didn't.
Get yourself a Hellwig sway bar. I'll tell you what, it's definitely way more rigid and stiff. I like the fact that the front end doesn't dive and weight transfer and load the front tire nearly as hard with all that weight wanting to push that tire and not keep traction on the inside tire.
Yep.
I like that. I like it. I'm into it. I am into it. It feels so much tighter, dude. It just feels tight, right? And it doesn't affect it. Like, we're going over a choppy, bumpy road right now, and it's not really affecting anything of the driving elements of how the truck works aside from the corner push. You know, you're not changing your spring rates of the leaf springs or the front torsions. All you're doing is giving it the rigidity when you're cornering.
Yep.
So through the bumps and all the choppy stuff, I mean, even in this big old tow pig, it still feels smooth in a straight line and planted in a corner.
Yep.
It's dialed. It's fucking dialed. Well, Mike, I'm thoroughly impressed, dude. Big Booty Judy's, she's planted.
Awesome. That was the promise I made you. I told you to give me your honest answers. So
I think I've been slipping up for quite some time. I know a lot of people that go to Glamis and that are like avid campers hauling a bunch of weight, small or big trucks. You guys are guilty too, and I won't make that mistake again.
well, awesome. This is an 08 3500.
08 3500 dually.
We've got you covered from 1960s all the way to the brand new 2021 models. So there's no excuse. You heard it from him. The guy shreds daily. He knows how to drive.
Yeah.
Every other day?
Yeah.
Okay.
But much love, dude. I appreciate the support, the awesome products, and the confidence. But I got to get back to the grind.
Cool. Wanna do it?
This job is done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Judy's stoked.
Good. Stay tuned. There's more coming.
Later.